These are the plans available for a 25-year-old female non-smoker with a 2,000 monthly budget. The first one is Smarter Life. So, ang payer natin will be the 25-year-old female, siya rin yung insured. Ang face amount o yung halagang babayaran niya ay 250,000 pesos. Pero ang insurance coverage is 200% of the face amount. Kaya meron tayong ritong 500,000. Covered period until age 100 ng insured. Paying years is 10 years lang. So, 11th year hanggang matapos yung coverage, wala na siyang babayaran. Riders or additional benefits na pwede nating i-add, accidental death, dismemberment, and disablement, total disability benefit, critical illness benefit, and hospital income benefit. Pero yung benefits na kasama na sa quotation na to ay ang TDB at may libre na siyang LBR or Living Benefit Rider. Ito yung 60% ng face amount ay pwedeng ma-withdraw in advance in case ma-diagnose si insured ng terminal illness. Initial premium will be 5,530 and 25 cents. Mode of payment is quarterly. After ma-approve, pwede na mag-monthly si payer. Pero ang annual premium niya, 20,110. Kung i-multiply mo tong 5,530 times 4, meron siyang add-on na 10% na interest. Okay? Meron ba siyang endowment o guaranteed return? Wala. Meron ba siyang return of premium? Wala. Pero meron siyang guaranteed cash value that you can withdraw in the form of loan. Meron din siyang dividends, though hindi siya guaranteed, pero kung ano yung prevailing dividend rate ni Sun Life, yun ang gagamitin natin. So every year, nagbabago yan. The second option is Save and Protect Plus. Same ang payer and insured. Ang ating face amount o yung babayaran ay 460,000 pesos. Insurance coverage is equivalent to the face amount. Covered period is 20 years pero 10 years lang magbabayad. Additional rider or pwede tayong mag-add ng CIB and HIB. Kasama na sa quotation na to ang free LBR. Then, ang annual premium ay 23,000. At kung gusto mo magsimula at the minimum premium, 6,325 or quarterly na mode of payment. Then, kapag na-approve, pwede na uling mag-monthly. So, i-divide mo lang yung 6,325 by 3 at yun ang magiging monthly mo after approval. Endowment, none. Return of premium, after 20 years, 100% ng binayad mo ibabalik sa'yo. So, 23,000 times 10 years, kaya meron kang aasahan na 230,000 after ma-outlive mo yung insurance plan. Meron ba tong dividends? Wala. Then, pupunta naman tayo sa variable universal life or life insurance with investment. Same pa rin ang payer and insured. Ang face amount or yung babayaran natin is 350,000. Ang insurance coverage is 700,000. Insured ka until age 100. Paying years until age 100. Pero pwede kang mag-premium holiday o yung tinatawag natin na magpahinga sa pagbabayad ng premium as long as merong enough fund value to cover the cost. Then, meron din itong additional rider na pwede nating i-add, optional, ADDD and TDB. Ang benefits na kasama sa quotation ay yung ADDD and TDB. Annual premium, 18,000. Initial premium to start with this plan is 4,500 or quarterly mode. So, straight computation lang to, 18,000 or annual premium divided by 4 para sa mga VUL plans. Endowment, none. ROP, wala rin siyang ROP pero may possible withdrawals from the fund values. So kung ano yung actual na kinita ng iyong investment, doon tayo pwedeng kumurot para doon sa iyong withdrawals. Dividends, wala siyang dividends. The second option for VUL plan is MaxiLink Prime. Same ang payer and insured. Same din sa MaxiLink 100 ang ating face amount and insurance. However, ang coverage period ni MaxiLink Prime is until age 88 and possible na paying years is until age 88 din ng insured. Same with MaxiLink 100. Ito rin yung kanyang available riders. Then sa quotation na to, kasama na rin yung available riders. Pero ang annual premium niya is 24,000 and ang initial premium is 6,000. So same with MaxiLink 100, pwede tayo magkaroon ng withdrawal from the fund value. The succeeding tables are applicable for VUL plans kasi dito tayo mamimili saan ba natin ilalagay yung pera natin na i-invest natin. So kung makikita natin, these are the global funds. Ibig sabihin, peso natin i-invest. Pero si Sun Life, hahanap siya ng global funds, foreign currency or dollar funds, kung saan malaki yung potential ng growth ng pera natin. So kung makikita mo, nag-start ito noong 2021. So ang una natin naging fund that time is the Peso Global Income Fund, which is a balance fund. Then meron din tayong Peso Global Opportunity and Peso Global Growth Fund. Then kung makikita natin yung year-on-year comparison, etong global funds nag-i-increase, di ba? So tingnan natin, year 23 versus year 24. Peso Global Income from 2.7, ang return niya noong 2024 is naging 4.23. While the Peso Global Opportunity Fund from 9.16 naging 14.99. Then Peso Global Growth from 15.34 to 16.74. This is an aggressive investment, by the way. While the Peso Global Opportunity Payout from 2.74 to 4.84. Then the Peso Global Sustainability Growth from 4.29 to 13.44. Then yung bago nating product is kaya wala pa siyang comparison kasi kalo-launch lang nito is the Peso Global Tech Fund. This slide naman is for our local funds. So we have the Peso Balance, Peso Bond, Peso Equity, Peso Money Market, My Future 2025, My Future 2030, My Future 2035, My Future 2040. So kung makikita mo may mga year yan, ibig sabihin on this year, i-withdraw natin kung magkano yung naging actual funds ng ating investment. Then we also have here Growth Plus, the Index Fund, Captains, Opportunity Tracker, and another My Future 2045, 2050, and 2055. So compare lang natin yung last 2 years. Peso balance from 23 to 24, bumaba siya. From 3.13 naging 2.25. While the peso band is 7.69 to 2.97. Peso equity, tumaas siya from negative 28 to 2.98. Peso money market from 2.36 to 3.48. My future 2025, merong maliit na pagbaba from 2.35 to 2.29. While my future 2030, bumaba rin siya from 3.22 to 2.52. May future 2035 from 2.65 to 1.81. While my future 2040, umangat siya ng konti from 2.09 to 2.12. The Growth Plus, this is an aggressive one, is from 2.46 to 9.96. ang index from negative 0.5 to 1.76, captains from 2.6 naging negative 6.58, opportunity tracker from 3.3 to 0.51, at bumaba din ang ating 2045 nag-increase siya from 45% to 2.15. 2050 is from 0.20 to 2.06, while my future 2055 is from 0.29 to 1.86. So, yung last two table, diyan tayo mamimili kung saan natin lalagay yung pera mo. Pero take note, meron tayong sasagutan na assessment kung saan magpo-fall yung iyong risk appetite. Malalaman natin kung conservative ka ba, moderate, or aggressive investor. Pero it doesn't mean na kung ano yung lumabas doon sa ating questionnaire is yun na yung susundin natin. Pwede naman tayo mag-deviate, pero meron lang tayong ilalagay na reason bakit tayo nag-deviate doon sa outcome ng ating assessment.